Martin, have you had a happier week on the training ground following last weekend's win?
Yeah, I think it's your weekends sort of made or ruined on results and performances. So I was delighted with the performance. I think the result was key. We had to get a win. We knew how important that was. I thought it could have been so much easier. As I said to you after the game, had we sort of been more clinical. But I think the performance first half was our best performance we've had over the 5 games I've had in charge.
I think I would agree with that, and it was nice as well that it was at home and you gave the home fans something to shout about.
Yeah, they deserve that. I think we need to get some consistency now, and I think that's what we've got to get back to. We've got a massive game this weekend at Alfreton. They sort of lost 1-0 to Salford in the 93rd minute. It won't be an easy game, but we've got to back that up now.
Yeah, let's talk about Alfreton. You played them already at Darlington this season. You'll be hoping for a better start than what you had that afternoon, or that night maybe.
We conceded very early. We got back into the game very, very quickly, which was important, and we went on to sort of being dominant. But again, I think they've strengthened their squad since the last time I came across them, and it won't be an easy fixture.
And of course, I think that game was at Darlington, wasn't it? Obviously this weekend you're going to be away from home, which is slightly different in itself.
It is, yeah. They've got a good playing surface. We know what they're all about. They'll know what we're all about. I think everyone does the homework these days in the game, and we've made 1 or 2 additions going forward to sort of the squad, and I think that's only going to hopefully strengthen our cause this weekend.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned it there from what I've read. Maybe they were a little bit unlucky to lose last week at Salford, but it's going to be a game between a side that's not won at home for over 2 months against one that's not won away for 2 months.
Yeah, there's a lot on it for both clubs, but I think, as I said to you, I think the name of the game now is consistency. I spoke to too many players and people in the game, and I think once we can get a good run going together, it allows us to kick on to where we need to be. It
just lifts the mood of everyone as well, doesn't it, a win? Because the table is so tight at the minute. They're, I think, 5 points below York, but they're quite a few places down. But they do have that game in hand, and of course, you've now got that 5-point gap. But if you can bridge that gap, it's pretty close again.
Yeah, I think this game's so important for everybody. I think it's just making sure that you get another win. And I think that's the priority. That we're not going there with anything but in our mindset that we know we've got to go win this game.
Your side for the weekend, we've seen Adrian Moke wandering around. He looks okay. He came off last week with the injury.
Yeah, he's fine. I think it was more precaution, but he's trained almost this week, and he'll be fine for the weekend.
We'll come on to the new signings. You got any more injury concerns?
No, everyone's great. Everyone's back. Ferguson played this week in Slovakia, obviously for England C, so he's back in the country today. So he'll be back with us for tomorrow. He comes back in the squad for the weekend as well.
How much of a disruption, if any disruption, is that of not having him available this week?
It is a disruption because you've gone a full week without being able to work with a player, so it must be very difficult at the top end when you've got 4 or 5 of your squad away. It must have a real sort of problem come Saturday of getting them work into the players, or the lack of work that you would want to get in the players.
But it reflects well on the football club. Maybe we're on Darlington at the minute because he's only just come to York, but it's a big positive for him, a big boost for him, and a big boost in future if he does get selected again for York City.
Yeah, I think who doesn't want to play at national level? It doesn't matter whether it's C or your first team. I think it's something that you can always go away and represent your country at. So it's a very proud and very privileged position to be in.
Adam Bartlett's arrived at the club this week. You finally got your man.
Yeah, it's been ongoing for a few weeks. But I'm delighted that he's coming. He just give us exactly what we need. In my opinion, he's the best at this level, and the league above as well. He comes with great experience, calmness. He's understanding of the game, and there's no question about it. He's such a. It's like signing a top centre forward.
Yeah, he's played at a high level as well, hasn't he?
He has, yeah, and he's very calm. He's very good around the building, straight away, day one into day. The goalkeeping coach with John Worsop, it's been great. I can see them working at things straight away, and he'll thrive off that. And
Bailey now, has he gone back to Leeds United?
Yeah, he's gone back. Yeah, and I'm really thankful of the support we've had from Leeds, and hopefully he'll go on. I believe he'll go on to be a top keeper. I think that coming on loan at a young age is an eye opener. It's different. I think he'll probably go on loan, I'm sure, once or twice more in the near future. And I think that all these little things will only benefit that kid going forward.
Yeah, it's not been easy for him, has it? Because he comes into a side where there's a lot of pressure for York City to be winning games at this level, and he's thrown straight in, not used to playing first-team football.
Yeah, it's coming to the real world of football, and it's a different environment, and there's lots of balls on top of you, and 6'5" centre forwards elbowing you in the face, and you've got to learn to deal with that, because I think once you do go play in the Championship, it's no different. it's very, you know, in your face, rough and tumble and aggressive. So he'll only benefit from a Bailey, and as I said to you, you know, he's been smashing. You know, he'll go on to do very, very well.
One player you told us last week won't be involved anymore is Simon Heslop. I've seen him still here at the training ground today. Has that been a hard decision to keep him involved with the rest of the group?
There's no problem around the club, that's for sure. You know, if he was, then obviously then we'd have a different conversation. He's come in, he's trained very, very well. The deal that he had on the table is no longer on the table with the club he was going to. So, you know, that doesn't help anybody. So, you know, with this conversation had very, very shortly of where we're going to go with this.
Without that interest, in finding out about that interest, do you think he would have been happy at York City?
And he made it quite clear that he didn't want to play for York City, so I think that was that conversation taken care of.
Any more new signings going to be coming into the club? How far can you go with strengthening this side in the next few weeks?
We've got to look to move players on or out on loan at this moment in time. You know, we've got to be very conscious of making sure that you know, the chairman's has only got so much support he can give us. He's given us fantastic support on making the Bartlett deal happen, and we've got to be conscious that, you know, there'll be one or two players looking to go out on loan, hopefully before the weekend.